This is the most important night on the Washington Institute's calendar.
The Middle East, as we once knew it, is probably gone forever.
Unprecedented turmoil.
A rising tide of Islamism.
American credibility on the use of force.
Very few good options in Syria.
Nuclear weapons.
The Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
The issues of life and death in the Middle East.
Never has it been more urgent for U.S. policymakers to understand the complexities of the Middle East.
I congratulate the trustees and friends of the Institute on celebrating the finest scholar-statesman I know, my dear friend Condoleezza Rice. May your service stand as an example for all Americans who are working toward a safer, peaceful, and freer world.
To Condoleezza Rice, in recognition of her outstanding public service, her wisdom in time of crisis, and her commitment to the power of ideas.
They cannot continue to, in any fashion, in any shape, at any percentage, continue to enrich and reprocess uranium. It's unacceptable. So when you have as many as 30,000 Iranians fighting inside Syria to prop up Assad, that's a geostrategic problem. When you've got Hezbollah fighting inside Syria, that's a geostrategic problem. We shouldn't confuse what's just happened in the Middle East with democracy, but it is the seizure of rights. Can we help to find space for what tolerant forces there are to get a political voice in these places? I don't think the Palestinians have prepared their people for what is needed for peace, and ultimately when they get a deal, they can't take it because they fear their own people.
Will we have two former female secretaries of state running for president in 2016?
No.
Could you be a little bit more precise?
I much prefer being a university professor.
Mort is a quintessential New Yorker.
He is simply alive with energy.
Profound commitment to the state of Israel and to the U.S.-Israeli relationship.
Sought after by lots of different world leaders.
The survival of Israel depends on establishing a parallelism between American and Israeli purposes. And when that weakens, the whole structure of peace in the region is in danger. Mort has been a staunch supporter, not only of Israel, but also of a structure of peace. And I value him for his extraordinarily analytic power, his capacity to get to the essence of key problems.
To Mortimer B. Zuckerman, leader of vision, passion, and integrity.
The so-called two-state solution remains too important to fail, although sometimes it seems too complex to succeed. Ultimately, America is the one that must put both parties firmly on track. This is a unique honor for me. I have been reading the material of this institute for decades. It is one of the most thoughtful, insightful forums for people who care about the Middle East, who know the Middle East, and who wish to educate the public, such as myself.
You here have been engaged in the extraordinarily important work of making ideas matter in some of the most vexing and critically important issues of our time. Ideas do matter, but they matter only if they are ideas that are tested by people who are willing to engage, people who are willing indeed to search for the truth. That has been the reputation and the reality of the Washington Institute.
Condoleezza Rice, our 2013 Scholar-Statesman.